giant course here. This 7-hour Kickstarter course is the follow-up to Troy Davidson's Essential Theory and Technique course, and it'll take you all the way through intermediate guitar playing. So much context, all the chords, theory, examples to learn from. Let's see if we can pick out a few highlights to demonstrate. All right, we are in the app. Let's go into Courses and search for Troy's course. Probably get it with Kick. Yep, right there, complete Kickstarter course. So this course is split into 3 big sections. Keep in mind there's almost 7 hours of lessons here, so there's a lot going on. Let's go into level 1, and we're actually going to start with part 9 here, changing from G major, D major, and add 9. C add 9, sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
So color-coded for your fingers here, blue index, middle is green, ring is yellow, pink is pinky, and these mean open notes. So this would be played all 6 strings. This is where learning chords gets exciting. You can experiment with a very simple change of your own to find what sound plays nicely. I mean, we were just walking through a basic strumming pattern there, but I mean, it's amazing what you can do with this once you know these little fundamentals. Just a little kick as he goes into it to what sounds good together. So let's go back to the lessons list here. Ton of examples for what he's doing. We're actually going to go to the next section, and we're going to get into sus chords here.
Let's add in that popular strum pattern, down, down, up, up, down, up, to that chord progression of D2, D major, and D sus4. It's also important to mention that D sus2 is often referred to as just D2.
So going back there, he was showing 3 different chords that you could play all in this little box right here, starting here, then this, then this. It's really cool what you can do with that, and he shows you an example of what you can do. So let's skip ahead to that.
Chord, and then a little bit on the next chord. So how that'll work would be like this. Your D2 chord, you'll play during the down, down portion of the strum pattern. When we get to the first up, you're going to put your middle finger down to make that D major chord. So the first part of the strum would be down, down, up. So just try and get that part first. Down, down, up.
And so he continues on from there. So let's go back to the lessons list. And we're actually going to skip way ahead. You can see I'm just zooming past a ton of lessons here. And we're going to get into arpeggiated chords.
We're going to start things off by looking at a new technique. And this is called arpeggiating chords. That might sound complicated, but what an arpeggio is simply a chord that we take apart and we play each individual note separately.
Easy to say, much harder in practice. So let's skip ahead.
A2 chord, arpeggiated, and then 2 full bars of the D2 to D major chord. That'll sound like this.
Good, I caught it. So one of the complexities of arpeggios that I myself have struggled with is the D arpeggio. I mean, if you were playing a C arpeggio, it'd just be. But for the D, you actually need to lift up a finger and you actually strum the E string 3 times. And he shows that, and that's why this green LED went off there for a second. So it would be. Oops. Well, if I could actually get my act together today. So you start with your finger off. There we go. So clearly that's something I struggle with for whatever reason and really need to practice it. But really important concepts, and I had no idea about that until I actually watched this course and went through it. So really cool to understand the theory behind that. So finally, let's show off some inspiration for you here and take you down to part 8 of section 3, slash chords in a song. And of course he teaches all of this, but here's just as an example of kind of the final result.
Play this entire progression for you first so you can see how it sounds.
Really, really cool. All sorts of chords going in there, but nothing terribly difficult. You can do this. I can do this. I'm going to go do this after this. I can't emphasize this enough. There's a mountain of material in this course, and it's a superb reference if you're feeling stuck and want to try something new. Just watch this one video here, and you'll see that there's so much more that you can be doing. We didn't even get into capos and bar chords. That's all in the course. Check it out in the Fret Zealot app, and have fun.